Queen of the South by Shaybo. The project was released on August 20th, 2021. Comes in at 11 songs, 31 minutes. Shaybo, as you mentioned, born in Nigeria, of the Yoruba tribe, but her home is South London, hence the title Queen of the South. As I alluded to before, this is someone who you've been championing on this podcast for many a track now. You were really excited when this was announced, really excited when it came out. For some reason, you kept pushing and forcing me, saying, have you listened to it? Have you listened to it? So I'm going to listen to it. If you want to review it, just let me know and we'll listen to it. Like, it's not an issue. It's not an issue. I'm just taking my time. But if it's that deep, just let me know. We can do it. Even up to this morning before we recorded, this thing was like, so have you made a decision on Shaybo? I was like, Raheem, if that's what you want to do, just say, I want to talk about Shaybo. We'll do it. Like, bro, do you know how many times I've come in here and said, Raheem, listen to this album because we're going to review it. And you're like, okay, fool, say nothing. It's 50-50. So
I'll just double check.
It's always the same. So, but no, and to clarify, I did always intend to listen to it. I was going to, so you never had to worry about that. But yeah, it's here. It's arrived. We've had a chance to listen to it, marinate with it. Now it's time to talk about it. I'm gonna cede the floor over to you because as you've alluded to, you have a lot to say. You have a lot that you wanted to say. Floor is yours, good sir.
Man, as you said, man, I was really excited for this one. Main reason being, Shaybo for me wasn't getting the love that I thought she deserved to get as a whole. So I was excited in that, is this going to be the one that takes her to that next level now, where she's getting real love? I think it will be. But bigger than that. There was always one lone criticism I had of Shaybo. One lone criticism, and I think I said it on track 13, where I said, man, Shaybo's music, like her verses are always cold. I love all her verses. My issue with Shaybo was that her hooks weren't always what I wanted from them, if that makes sense. The hooks left some to be desired. She shut me up. She shut me up with this one, man. She shut me up. I feel like the second I turned on Queen of the South and I heard one real one, for her to start the album like that, I was already blown away. But then to go into Friendly, I've heard say, you know what, yeah, Harley, you take the hook here. And then we go on to Bag Yo, Broke Boys, Dumb Blues, Mud, My Sister, and all the hooks are what I need the hooks to be, whilst her verses don't drop in quality at all. This is what I wanted from Shaybo. The features on here alone tell me that, yeah, no, she's already in a different level. She's in that level that I wanted her to get to, if not more. And I'm excited, man. I'm so excited. This album was, well, mixtape, should I say. It was just exciting. Like, the whole thing was just exciting for me, because I feel like, you know, when you spot an artist before they get big or before they reach like certain levels of fame, and you just want them to reach that next level of fame, so you say, I hedge my bets on the right horse. I feel like I've done it, and I love it. I love it for me. I love it for her. I love it for everyone who I told, you know, go and listen to Shaybo before. Blah, blah, blah. I'm just happy, man. I'm really happy about this album. This is a really good mixtape, should I say? This is a really good mixtape.
What makes it a really good mixtape for you?
I feel like the beat selection, the production for the whole mixtape. I loved.
Let me phrase it like this. Again, she's still a relatively new artist and she's still relatively on the come up. You've obviously slated her for big things. I think a lot of the UK music media slates her for big things. She herself slates herself for big things, calling this Queen of the South. And when you don't even have an album out, it's a cocky and arrogant thing to do. I love hip hop. I love when niggas do that shit. Love it to death. Makes my soul smile. So when people go out and listen to this, and this may be their first time hearing from her, what are they in for? What type of artists are they listening to? What type of music can they expect? What type of concepts can they expect to broach? Give them a real lowdown on what they're going to be hearing on Queen of the South, if you can.
It's a good question, man. Well, good question. Man, what are you getting? You're getting UK rap, and it's not. UK rap takes various forms. When I say UK rap, I mean rap, not drill, but more so rap. But you're getting it from Shaybo. And I've used the word Shaybo and not a woman or female artist specifically because it's very individual. Her style is so individual. And I think it's one of the things that draws me to her music because she very much implants who she is in her music. Like you said it when you introduced her, you know, she was born in Nigeria, and that's very much in her identity, in all her music, in all her songs, like is a part of it, is a part of it. And it's every song you get, every song is like a postcard from her to you, if I can put it like that. Like you get a bit of her in every single song and you feel it. You feel it. She gets personal on this album, on mixtape, or whatever you want, on this project. We're just gonna call it project. She gets personal on this project. She gets in depth. Her lyricism, I love it. I love it. She hits you with bars. Like she's not just here having fun or talking about one thing through the whole project. Like she's talking about her life. She's talking about where she grew up. She's talking about her preferences. She's talking about a bit of everything, literally a bit of everything. As I said, it's the Queen of the South. It's about the Queen of the South, and who's the Queen of the South? The Queen of the South is Shaybo. I love it, man. I love it. The production, as I was saying earlier, is second to none because again, maybe not second to none, second to some, but it's great. It's fantastic. The production is fantastic. Like from song one, you'll understand what I'm saying when I say production. We just played it, real one. The production on that, for her to even just say, you know what, yeah, before we even start, we're gonna let the beat load up a little bit. As it's loading up, I'm just gonna talk over this, and it just stuff like that. I love. It's stuff like that that makes me fall in love with projects where I just feel like you're taking that extra step. You're really looking at this from a creative standpoint rather than just saying, I'm gonna go record my songs, I'm put the songs out, and they're either gonna like it or they're not gonna like it. And again, man, it's what I wanted from Shaybo, man. It's what I wanted. And I love when I get what I want. I love it.
No, for you. That's cool. It's a nice synopsis. Very nice synopsis. I think, and I'm having an internal debate with myself right now regarding this project. I'm going to cut her a lot more slack than I was going to originally. Just because I'm now deep in this is a debut mixtape. So I'm going to give her the same level of slack that I gave Central C when we did his, that I would have given Blanco if we had done Blanco this month. And I typically give other artists when it's like debut projects and debut mixtapes. I would have loved a more streamlined, concept in terms of like subject matter.
Okay.
But we didn't get that. I think she takes it a lot of different places, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. That's why I was saying if it was an album, I'd probably have a different take. And maybe if she was more seasoned, I'd probably have a different take. I'd probably want something more streamlined. But because it's not, I'm okay with showing your skill, showing your versatility, highlighting that. And so I'm definitely going to give her some slack for that. I say that because I really love the song Mud. I think Mud is a really good song. I got it out the mud. That whole concept of your come up and where you're coming from. And I love that. And for me, I would have wanted more of that. But that's not the way she went. There's songs like Bad Girl on here, Broke Boys, No Worries. They're not necessarily my cup of tea in terms of subject matter, in terms of what she's rapping about. But the skill is there. She's a very skilled artist, very talented. The acclaim that she's been getting is very much apt based off this one project, very apt. Based off some of the features she's done over the past year, to be honest. Very apt, very apt, very deserved. And I look forward to her growth. I think she's going to have monumental growth, as I've said before on this podcast, or if not on this podcast, definitely off mic. we need more serious female rappers in the UK.
Yeah.
They're just respected straight up as rappers, like not people who sing and then they occasionally do a rap song here or there, or like singers who moonlight as rappers. Like, no, like legitimate female rappers in the UK who are given shine. And so I love the shine that she's getting from that perspective. Like you said, the features that she got on here, Dream Doll, Georgia, Wale. I mean, she might as well, I mean, she's working with Wale, so she might as well be the 5th stubborn Nigerian for real.
For real.
Shout out Wale. Shout out Will Jordan too.
Yeah.
All of our Southern Nigerians. Shout out all of you, the Olodos at home. But yeah, like her and Georgia seem to have really good chemistry in all the songs that they've worked on together. And they seem to just really like each other, which is dope. Love that. I like two legends cannot coexist, but they definitely can, as we're seeing right there. So yeah, all in all, it's a solid project. It's a solid debut project. I agree with what you said in your. I was interested to see what you would actually say in terms of like what people would get out of this. I didn't want you or us to just use like loose terms like this is a good project or this is. I actually wanted to know for people to know like why you feel it's a good project, and I agree with a lot of what you said. Like I said, it goes a lot of different ways. So I feel like there's something here for everyone. I think if you're asking me going forward in her career, let's streamline it, man. She can rap, and when people can rap, I don't want you to play around with doing shit for radio, doing shit for pop culture. You know what I mean? So like on a song like No Worries, the hook, everybody want to put it on me, could me look pretty in my slim body? Nigga, we know that. You know that. You can rap. It's the same shit I'll be saying. It's the same thing I said about Drake, like with What's Next? Like summer, all I did was rest, okay, and New Year's all I did was stress, and Valentine's Day I had sex. Nigga, you don't need to tell me that. I can guess that. Tell me some real shit. Do you know what I'm saying? And then when he did it on Lemon Pepper Freestyle, I'll give you all the praise in the world. And it's similar here. She can rap, and so I want to hear you rap, and I really want to hear you use your skill, a skill that you have higher than most other people in the world, and definitely most other people in your class who do the same thing. Show these niggas why they can't do it like you. Show these niggas why they can't do it like you. And I'm really excited to see her do that in the future.
I think that's gonna be the next step now, because as you said, man, we need more female artists out here in the UK specifically. Because if you had to list female artists in the UK off head right now, rappers, not even artists, rappers, who comes ahead? What, Miss Banks,
Lady Leisha,
Ivorian Doll, Lil Sims, Any.
It's a couple others, but
yeah, they're not. I feel like we could do much better. And while saying that, and it's again something I've said before, I feel like that spot of top female artists in the UK is open. It's open. No one's laid their foot down and said, no, this is my spot, and if someone else wants to take it, they have to outdo what I just did. No one's done that yet.
Wait, hold on, time out. Top female artists in the UK, in what sense?
As in top female artists, as in this is the artist consensus. Everyone's gonna. If I say this is the biggest artist in the UK, biggest female rapper in the UK.
Thank you, because you were saying artists. I'm like, Adele exists.
Adele, no. Listen, that's what I'm saying. Rapper.
That's what I just want to get to. Okay, cool. Yeah, cool. Even if you just said black, I was like, okay, cool. Because in fact, black, no, because Adele's black too.
No, Adele, sorry. I didn't mean to cause offense. Sorry.
That nigga was not chasing papers for no reason.
Forgive.
That is someone you don't want to drop next to
at all. No, leave her.
Oh my goodness,
her alone.
Well, Adele, and the good thing about Adele is she'll warn you. She'll give you like 3 months. She'll say, "Yo, I'm dropping in December, guys. No one drop music."
Yo, it's to even drop on the same day as Adele, and now you're stressed about your numbers. Just enjoy her album.
You're like, enjoy her album. For you. Like, what are you doing? Adele said we was rolling in the deep. I ain't even been in the deep for real.
Oh my God.
How are you gonna set fire to the rain?
Jesus, it doesn't make chemical sense. Oh my God. Nah, but again, I don't think any of the female rappers in the UK at the moment have stamped themselves as I'm number one, don't even try and compete with me. And if you do try and compete with me, don't mess about because I will take your head off. I think the next step for Shaybo now, if she can make a concise album with a theme and just run through it with the same skill that she's shown on this album, I think that's when we start putting her in that vein and saying maybe you can take that title. I think any can compete for it because any's cold. And Lil Sims. Everyone can compete for it, man. I think
all of
it's
them,
open.
All of them are really fucking cold, and that's
Yeah.
that's the beauty of the UK scene in general right now, male and female. Is everyone's really fucking good. Like no one's a joke out here. Like everyone who's seriously making music is seriously good, and I think we're seeing the evolution of our scene in great ways. And that was really, like I said, and coming on here and, you know, hearing that this is a mixtape, like I said, I'm going to give her the exact same level of slack I said that you should give Central C, and I'm going to be consistent in doing that same thing here. That was all that was really missing with this from me. Because for me, I just felt like you're pulling me in too many places, and then you took me to exactly where I wanted you to go, and you went back somewhere else. I'm like, okay, what you did right here, it's like I was just saying with Drake, what you did right here, give me that 6 more times, and I'm good. If you give me like mud in like different iterations, like, yeah, I would have liked that. But no, there's the skill here is unquestionable. The aesthetic, her whole aesthetic, Queen of the South sitting at the head of the table on the album cover, love that shit. I love like I'm looking at the album cover right now. Like she got a chandelier above her head. It looks like a tiara. Like it's cold. It's cold out here. It's cold, man. Queen of the South. And I love it. The Queen of the South. Of course, she's wearing a chain. Hood rat South. I hate this. I hate London. All of it. I hate it. I would get rid of London if I could. That would be my first thing as Prime Minister. I'd sell London to the US.
For what reason?
So that I don't have that stain on my conscience. All it is pollution. All it is pollution.
Manchester, let's talk about pollution.
I've been talking about this since Milton Keynes. I've been talking about this since birth. Nigga, like before you talk about London is a disgusting place. Why is it so hot on the tube? Why is it so hot on the tube? Where have you ever seen a school in? It's disgusting. Where have you ever seen a school in London that wasn't a daycare, like which wasn't like a?
London is a beautiful city, man. It's a beautiful city.
Okay, wherever you have to tell yourself to sleep in that is absolutely.
Listen, fine. All our people in London, man, we love you. We love you.
Clearly, they don't love us because they don't share our podcast. All right, out of 10.
Out of 10, I am giving this a 7 out of 10.
Cool. I'm gonna hit you with a solid 6. Liked it right in the middle section. It's good, man. Shaybo, you got fans over here at the Two Stubborn Nigerians podcast. Come sit with us. Come chill.
Please. Oh my goodness, I'll be so excited.
I ain't trying to pressure you. I just can't stop thinking about you. You ain't even really gonna be, you know, our best friend. I'm just trying to know your name, and maybe sometime
we can
hook up, we can hang out, we can just chill. Yo, no sweet words have ever been spoken.
Ever.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
My goodness.
I'm not trying to pressure you. Just can't stop thinking. You ain't even really gotta be my girlfriend for it. I just want to know your name.
Your name.
And maybe sometime we can hook up. We can hang out. Just chill. And then he went, just chill and keep it real. Too comfortable.
Oh my goodness. Great. Oh, do we need to have a Wale episode part 2? It's been a minute.
Because then
Wale is on this album, by the way.
Yeah, he's
double down on that. Yeah,
he's indeed. Yeah, he's indeed. All right, so from the Queen of the South to a king.